Welcome to another bonus episode of the Stats Free Sports Podcast. I'm your host Jarrell Hicks, and this is bonus episode 2.99. Um, give y'all a bonus episode. Like I said last week, I'm on break from school right now. Have a summer break from school. It's a week break, so here to bring you more content, more episodes. Just another 30, maybe 45-minute episode to get you, hold you until Saturday. Episode 3 come out Saturday morning, midnight, 12 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah, let's see. See what I want to talk about. I had a big lineup set up for episode 3. I had maybe like 10 topics, a lot of different sports, football, tennis, MMA, basketball, obviously with the free agency going on. Baseball had a lot of topics, but I'm gonna use some today just to clear the docket for Saturday. And give me some feedback on how long you want the episodes to be. I was gonna make episode. I was gonna make it that long, but it was gonna all the topics I was gonna use were gonna force me to make it 2.5, 3 hours probably. Cause I like to go in depth on topics, but I don't want to go too long because I'm not popular, nothing like that. So nobody want to hear me for that talk that long. So let me know. Give me some feedback on at Facebook on the Stats Free Sports page and Instagram at Stats Free Sports. Give me some feedback. Let me know how long you want the episodes to be so I can adjust my topic list accordingly. But we'll get started today with some sad news in tennis. Um, Venus Williams got bounced in the first round this past week by 15-year-old Corey Goff. Congrats to Miss Corey Goff. She made history being one of the first ever preliminary quarterfinals. We'll start that back over. You know what? I'm gonna edit it. Freak it. One take, Jake. No edits. Freak it. It's only 35, 40 minutes, so keep how it is. But congrats to Miss Corey Goff. She beat Venus Williams, being one of the first ever preliminary qualifiers to beat a seasoned veteran in tennis. It happened before, but it's very rare that it happens. So she made, I think it's the fifth time ever it happened. So she made history for sure. But this is more focused on Venus Williams. It might be time to hang it up for her, man. She's pushing 40 years old. She hasn't been elite in a long time. This 2019. She hasn't been elite in 11, 12 years, I would say. I'm watching tennis for my whole life, really. I'm a fan of tennis. My family grew up in tennis from where I'm from. My mom played tennis, uncle played tennis. I think I said this last week, I think, episode 2. But yeah, my family's rooted in tennis in Virginia, where I'm from. So I've been watching tennis for a long time. Um, she hasn't been the legendary Venus Williams in a long time. Let's see, her last singles Grand Slam title came in 2017, which is fairly recent, 2 years ago. But that year could be an outlier. That year wasn't her best year, but that year Serena Williams was out, her sister. She was out while she was pregnant. Maria Sharapova was out. I think it was steroid use or something like that. She got found out for. She got caught for. But yeah, the two of the better players weren't in that field, and she's had a good draw in that year, a good tournament rank seeding. So no, she still won. Take nothing away from her, but before 2017, her last major win was 2008 in the Wimbledon final. 2008 to 2017, 9 year stretch without winning a major title. You know, that's a long time. That's kind of like a big Tiger Woods, who happened, who just so happened recently to win the Masters. his first major title in what 12 years, 13 years. So that's on her last win, major wins on par with Tiger Woods' uh, newfound uh, losing streak in major tournaments. So I'm a big fan of Venus Williams, but I think it might be time for her to hang it up, man. Losing, and she been losing kind of badly the last few years. Getting bounced in the first round pretty easy by low level competition. She's not ranked too bad. She's ranked number 44 in the world right now, which might be a little generous, but like I said, it's not top. It's barely top 50, but it's a little generous too. She's not playing that great, but no, she's playing okay. But losing to a 15-year-old, first round, doesn't look too good, man. It's kind of not losing 15-year-old, but it's kind of been her calling card lately to lose in the first round with ease the last 5 years really. So I just want to talk about that real quick. Let's move on to Kawhi Leonard and his free agency decision. Like I said, it's Wednesday morning, 1 a.m. in the morning, and he has not decided who he's going to yet. Um, which is fine. We knew he'll probably take a while anyway. He took meetings Tuesday, so I don't expect for him to probably pick a team until probably Thursday, Friday. So I'll say another day or two. We'll find out where he's going to. But a quick prediction. A quick prediction. I can't talk tonight. Gracious. A quick prediction on where he's going to. Um, I believe he's going to the Lakers, and not because their pitch or anything. I'm sure if he was going with another superstar, he'll go to the Clippers and Toronto. Um, he would stay there, in my opinion. But the East is tough, man. The East is gonna be super tough this year. The West gonna be super tough this year. But I just want to say this real quick before I go into this prediction. I'm not gonna have a too in-depth breakdown on free agency this episode. Like I said, it's only gonna be 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I'm trying to touch a few sports, football too, and maybe baseball in this episode. So I'm gonna go in depth more on specific free agency deals I like probably on episode three. Well, definitely on episode three, which I like I said coming out Saturday, 1 a.m. It'll be out 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. Um, soon as the clock strikes midnight, episode three will be out. But Kawhi Leonard, I believe, is going to the Lakers just out of pure need. Reports coming out now that although he liked being the man for the Raptors, it was a struggle, and he still sat out 22 games with load management. So for you to say it's a struggle, sitting out a quarter of the season just for resting, and you thought it was a struggle trying to lead your team through the East this year, last year, this year gonna be even tougher in my opinion because he had a few breaks. If you look at it, the Sixers, if Embiid was truly healthy, I believe the Sixers were the better team um, against the Bucks. He wasn't too lucky, but he caught the Bucks. He caught Giannis still improving, still getting better, which he's gonna be for the next few years. Getting shot down pat, being more consistent with his jump shot. But you know, I believe this year that Giannis gonna come back even more better than he was last year when he was the MVP. So um, he's gonna be scary. Bucks gonna be scary all over again. So that's gonna be a tough team. I believe the Sixers. Ooh, I just said that. The Warriors would have beat them in Game Seven if Clay didn't get hurt Game Six. I believe they would have won Game Six. I believe they would have blown out the Raptors in Game Seven, in my opinion. Um, if it would got to Game Seven, I would have had the Raptors winning. I would have had them their winning percentage at like 5%. I had no faith in the Raptors winning Game Seven at all if they would got to Game Seven. So um, and teams in the East got a lot better. Sixers got even more better in my opinion. But I'll talk about that more in depth. Like I said, Saturday, Celtics got better. I said Bucks stayed packed really, but they're still a solid, good title contending team. A few other teams in the East got better also. So it's gonna be tough doing it all by yourself again in the East. So I think just out of pure need for him to not be so stressed and to save his body for the next, for rest of his career, I believe Leonard will go to the Lakers. Even with the Clippers, he's still a solo star. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be all on his shoulders to carry the lead, carry the team to the title again. And the West is stacked. Oh my lord, the West is looking ridiculous. Everybody loaded up to make for this playoff run. Man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be super, super duper tough. Oh, and on the East, the Nets also. Nets made a big splash, even without KD, with just Kyrie and Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, DeAndre Jordan, Jared Allen, Joe Harris. That's a nice team. That's a nice team, and depend on where the Raptors fall at, even with Kawhi, first seed or not, it doesn't matter. The Nets could be. I could see the Nets being the seventh, eighth seed, and you play the Nets in the first round. That's a tough matchup, man. That's a tough matchup. So out of just pure need for Kawhi to stay healthy the rest of his career, have a long career, as long as he wants to be, had long a career as long as he wants to be. I believe the Lakers would prolong his career the most and keep him healthy the most, barring like a major injury or something like that. The Lakers will keep him healthy with rest and with uh, even load management on off the court and on the court with LeBron and AD there. So uh, I don't think he wants the Lakers, in my opinion. I don't think he want to go to the Lakers per se, but I think the best for him as an individual is the Lakers, and also to win titles too. So yeah, that's cool too. But I think just to prolong his career, the Lakers are the best option for him. But let's say he doesn't choose the Warriors. I mean the excuse me the Lakers. I want to rank the top five teams in both conference, the East and West. I'll start with the West. Man, it's gonna be crazy. The West this year, the playoffs. If everybody stays healthy, like this, Lord willing, everybody stays healthy and everybody come in the playoffs full power. Man, it's gonna be tough in the West. It's gonna be crazy. But this list isn't really affected by Kawhi, his decision at all. This list will probably stand impact regardless whether Kawhi stays. I mean, stays with the Raptors or leave the Lakers. I believe that this on both ends, the East and West. Whether he picks Lakers or not, whether he stays with the Raptors or whatever, it doesn't matter. The list probably gonna stay the same, in my opinion. But number one in the West, the Lakers. Um, I think they're the best team right now on paper. It's all on paper, all speculation. Um, Whoever they bring in to be their solid role players, I think they'll be just fine. I believe in Kuzma a lot. So if they don't end up getting Kawhi Leonard, Kuzma's gonna be a great third, not star, but he'll be a great third like X factor. But in my opinion, the X factor can be a star on certain nights. So Kuzma really is that third star if Kawhi doesn't join. So I'm fine with that. I love Kuzma. Like I said, I break down in that opinion more Saturday. But yeah, Kuzma's the piece for the Lakers I love a lot, man. He's gonna make the team go whether Kawhi goes there or not. Number two is the toughest choice on either conference. Number two for the West is gonna be ridiculous. It was tough for me to pick. I looked at both rosters. I looked at all their trades and free agency moves so far, and the number two team in the West to me, and they do have a shot at beating the Lakers with Kawhi not, in my opinion. Like I said, this list doesn't really matter if Kawhi picks Lakers or not. It doesn't really matter. But it's the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are loaded with young talent. Uh, they have two projects in Bowl and Michael Porter Jr., who missed all last year with the injury. He was a number one high school player in the country his senior year and I think junior year. Went to Missouri his rookie year 2 years ago, his freshman year in college 2 years ago, and got hurt. Um, and the Nuggets drafted him last year. He sat out all last year with another back surgery. Bol this year had a knee surgery last year or foot, whatever it was, in college this past season. I believe he's all healthy now, but they might not factor in too much this off season. I mean this postseason. Basically both their rookie years. They might not factor in too much, but I like them both a lot for the future. But this current Nuggets team right now is dangerous. They have Jokic at center, Paul Millsap re-up for another year. Uh, they have Jamal Murray. They signed him to an extension, 5 years, 170 million. Gary Harris, Monte Morris. Um, what's the? They have Will Barton still. The other small forward, Tory. I forgot his first name. Something Tory, small forward. He's super athletic. Can hit the three ball. Can defend like crazy. I remember him one game defending James Harden like crazy, man. And even though he didn't shut him down, because James Harden probably is unstoppable when he's hot. But he did a great job on James Harden. A few times I seen them play this past season. They're gonna be tough to beat, man. They're gonna be tough to beat. So I have the number two, a close number three. Talking about super close. Only thing I don't like about this team is I think they lack the defense overall. They have good defensive pieces at the point guard and the center position, but I don't think their total team defense is good enough to win the title this year, in my opinion. But I'll get it to the Utah Jazz. As I stated in episode one, Mike Conley traded to the Jazz didn't change life, but the move that it did in free agency, kind of pushed that changed life, as a whole, not just Conley, but every move that they made, every trade, every free agency signing did eventually change life for Utah Jazz. They got better at each position. They needed help in. They traded out Rubio for Mike Conley. That's a definite upgrade. Defensively, offensively, perfect. Perfect fit for the Jazz. Then they added Bogdanovich from the Pacers. He'll be the four. Perfect. Perfect. He can shoot the three. Nice. No, he can defend. Not really a lockdown defender, nothing like that. But he can defend. Shoot the three ball very well. Got a nice mid range game. I like him a lot. Um, Behind him at the four position for backup, they signed Jeff Green to a 1 year deal. Great move. Great move. I love Jeff Green. He's still athletic, 6'9", 220, 230, whatever he is. Probably about 215, 220 now. He lost a little weight over the last few years. He kind of slimmed up, but he's still athletic, can slam on you. He got 3 point range, mid range, okay defender. You know, they have a good team around Donovan Mitchell and Ruby Gobert. But I just think they're lacking in the defensive side. Their offense is okay, but offense, I think they'll struggle to score sometimes, even with the new added pieces. Conley isn't a uh, top scoring point guard. Mitchell can struggle sometimes. Joe Ingles is not a person who can create his own shot. He's really a spot up transition 3 point guy. Um, Bogdanovich spot up, not really his own shot creator. He can a little bit. Him and Ingles can a little bit create their own shot, kinda, but not on like a consistent basis. And Rudy Gobert is just a shooter at all. So, I like the team a lot as a whole, but I think they're lacking a little bit behind the Nuggets. But they definitely have the third spot on lock. This fourth team, uh, yeah, I'm gonna say the Warriors, number four. The Warriors, number four. They're still gonna be a solid team with the addition of D'Angelo Russell. Everybody's saying they're gonna trade him. That's fine. Another trade deadline in February. That's cool. But right now, if they do keep him and Clay come back healthy around February, the trade deadline time, All Star break, they'll be a good team. Have Russell let the I guess one, or Curry at the one, probably Russell at the one, Curry at the two, Clay at the three, Draymond at the four, and Looney at the five. That's a cool lineup. Not really championship contender, but it they could. I mean, they're a title contender, but they're not really. They're not one or two top teams in the West for sure. No, not with that lineup. They're a solid number four. Number five, I will go with the Portland Trailblazers. They also another team that got better in every position. They made a move on. They traded out Evan Turner and Mo Harkless for Kent Bazemore from the Hawks. I like him a lot. He's kind of been mediocre since the Hawks' glory days, which were like what, 3, 4 years ago, when they had that um, four players out of their four starters were the All Star team with Cal Corver. Who was it? Cal Corver, Al Horford, Damari Carroll, and like Kent Bazemore. I think maybe Joe Johnson, whoever that team was when the Hawks was like the best team in the East, whatever, record wise, like a year or two straight. Kent Bazemore hasn't been the same guy since then, but he's a playmaking, pass first, 3 and D wing. Kind of weird to say. He's a playmaker, but he can still shoot the three a little bit. Nice, no, nice, a nice 3-point shot. Good defender, playmaker, nice passer. Solid. He's a solid overall guy. I like him a lot, but he is better in my opinion than Evan Turner. Um, what else? They traded Miles Leonard for Hassan Whiteside. I like that move, but they did lose Seth Curry to the Mavericks, which who could be a potential top five team in the West. Also, I just don't know about them yet because Porzingis isn't back healthy yet. So we'll see about them and the Clippers. If they get Kawhi, they could sneak into that fifth spot to me. But I still would choose Portland over them, though, in my opinion. But the Mavericks and the Clippers, I want to say Spurs too. I don't know. Yeah, I guess Mavericks, Clippers, and Spurs are on the outside looking in at those top five teams, but they're very close though. The West is stacked, stacked. No, there's no joke, man. It's gonna be tough coming out the West this year with everybody completely healthy. This is my list. No injuries can change this list, whatever. But everyone completely healthy and as is right now, the Lakers still have the best team regardless of Kawhi Leonard or not. Let's go to the East. I need some water. Shoot, mouth's dry. Let's go to the East. I think the best team in the league, with Kawhi Leonard or not. Yes, I said it. Best team in the league with Kawhi Leonard or not. Doesn't matter if you go there or not. It doesn't really affect his list. Like I said, it doesn't affect list at all. What Kawhi does. The best team in the league to me, like I said, everybody has to be completely healthy going to the playoffs and in the finals if this matchup does happen. I'm calling it right now. Lakers versus wrong. Almost the wrong team. Lakers versus the 76ers in the finals next year. Yes, the 76ers right now, in my opinion, is the best team in the league. With Kawhi to Lakers, it would be close. But if you don't go to the Lakers and go to the Clippers or Raptors, it's not even close. Seriously, it's not even going to be close. I have Sixers above and beyond any other team. Like I said, it's not really that close. If Kawhi does go to the Lakers, it will be close. It will be hella close. But as it stands right now, him on the Raptors, um, if he's a free agent, but his last team with the Raptors, yeah, Sixers best team, hands down, bar none. The signing of Al Horford was great to me. Um, I touched more on that topic Saturday, but it was my prediction the Lakers should have done. Sign Al Horford or Nikola Vucevic. Well, I'm getting into it now, so whatever. But sign Al Horford for get a third superstar because you have Kuzma. In my opinion, Kuzma, the X Factor, third superstar type role, whatever, cool. But my prediction was to sign Al Horford or sign Nikolai Vucevic from the Magic, the Magic center, who got a deal for like 5 years, 100 million. Cool, whatever. But my thing was to sign him or Horford, make him your starting center or power forward, because Anthony Davis is gonna need rest or he might get injured. So if either or happens, the other, which is the center, Al Horford or Nikolai Vucevic, can take over as Ant Davis' role inside the offense, because you have a third star right there in Kuzma to take away pressure from LeBron. So it's going to be Kuzma and Al Horford or Vucevic taking the load on offense, and LeBron kind of being the floor general, game manager type point guard, take over when he need to type role now. He's getting older, whatever, and I think Ant Davis will is gonna need load management, and LeBron James will too. So adding Kawhi, in my opinion, if it does go there, to have three load management guys on the same team, it's gonna work. But it can work, but you always have two guys playing at the same time. But for team chemistry purposes, only one guy missing at one time is fine. Is better than one guy missing every game or two. LeBron got to sit out one, then I won't say Kawhi, but Kawhi missing time, then Davis, and that cycle keep going. Team chemistry can kind of be a little iffy, but you know, if Ant Davis get hurt or his little load management nights, you have Horford or Vucevic, who can both guys can play defense. Um, Neither one really the best shot blocker, but they can block shots. Like I said, but good defense inside the post and on perimeter. They both can shoot the three, mid range, and score inside. Good team players, and they Vucevic more than Horford can give you 20-20 on some nights, which he's done in the past. Last few years, he's been giving the Magic 20-20 about like 3 games a season. The last few years, so they would have been great players to slide in Ant Davis' role when he does take rest or eventually get hurt. So, but that's why I think we'll go on with the Sixers. And B will need a lot of load management to keep him healthy for playoffs. So that's why you got Al Horford there to take the load off Embiid and the other players. And that's why my prediction was, I made in episode 2. It's gonna be long winded too. It's super long winded. But I had a trade going on for Chris Paul, not Chris Paula, Chris Paul and Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker to the Sixers for Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler. But whatever, that didn't happen. That's cool. But Jimmy Butler had to go, in my opinion, because it gave too much. The pecking order wasn't clear on the roster, or who was the man. Ben Simmons got the ball at all times. He's the point guard, but he can't shoot. He can't be the man. To me, Embiid's a top 3 player in this league if he's fully healthy. So Embiid is, in my eyes, Embiid is number one. So now with Butler gone, no, and Butler isn't the best locker room guy either, off reputation from the Bulls, um, and the Timberwolves. He didn't have the best reputation as a locker room guy. Horford is the opposite of that. Great locker room guy, great team leader, perfect fit. So when Embiid take nights off, you're gonna run the offense through Al Horford, and you still have Tobias Harris, which I love that. You had to keep him. Tobias Harris and Horford will be your 1A, 1B type guys until Joel Embiid comes back from his load management or whatever. But that's what I believe was a great move. I didn't see coming at all. When it happened, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And to me, from get go, it made perfect sense when I seen it happen. And B gonna miss probably about 25 games this season, in my opinion. Uh, they shouldn't play him on any back to backs. So Horford will be the main guy on offense. Him and Tobias Harris. I didn't like it. Didn't bring back JJ Redick though. Josh Richardson, good defender, athletic, can shoot 3 balls a little bit, but not JJ Redick type level. Nice mid range. No, can score inside outside. Good defender. Good. He's a playmaker a little bit, but He's more athletic. He's athletic than JJ Redick, more athletic, but I would rather had JJ Redick, but it is what it is. Um, he's a solid player, but that's one good team though. That's gonna be a nice team. Um, I like them a lot in the East as number one in the Eastern Conference. Number two, I'm gonna say Boston Celtics. I like Kimba a lot better than like Kyrie. Um, he's not a me guy. Kimba, like I said in episode two and 2.5. Um, I don't see that much of a difference between Kimba, D'Angelo Russell, and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's name is bigger and reputation is bigger, but Kimba is just as good to me. So you take Kyrie out, put Kimba Walker there. To me, that's a better team. He's not gonna ball hog the ball, which Kyrie didn't really ball hog it, but he did a little too much sometimes. But I think Tatum is gonna be a star. Is gonna show out next year, this upcoming season. So with Kimba and Jason Tatum as your 1-2 guy, it's gonna be a good team, man. I seen a proposed trade. A writer from Bleacher Report, I forgot his name, but he proposed they could trade Horford out. Not Horford. The Celtics could trade Gordon Hayward and a first round pick and another player, another like small name player for Kevin Love with the Celtics. That would be amazing. That would be a great move. It didn't happen, but I'm just saying if that does happen by the trade deadline or before, Celtics gonna be they're definitely number two in my opinion. No, they not definitely, but they're number two for right now. But that happens, they'll solidly, firmly be in number two position in my opinion. Number three, to the Bucks. I like Giannis. I like the Bucks, but I just think the Celtics and Kimba are a little bit better. They really stayed impact, stayed intact from last year. Bledsoe's still there. They lost Malcolm Brogdon, but kept Chris Middleton, kept Brook Lopez. They lost Nikolai Mirotic. He went back to EuroLeague, which was shocking to me. But you know, that's team's good, but I think they have a ceiling. They might need a few other pieces to get past the Celtics, in my opinion. Number four in the East. I don't know who's in the East. I forgot. I'm tripping. I literally gonna blank. Who's in the East? I'm bugging out. Raptors. Yeah. I'm tripping. The Raptors, number four. No, I'm tripping. The Nets. That's what. Well, I never thought I'd say this in my life, but the Nets are number four in the East. They're the number four best team in the East, and I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I think they have a ceiling as number four because Durant isn't there. But if the roles were switched and KD was the only one healthy and Kyrie didn't come back till 2020, I would pick the Nets as number two. I think KD is that much better than Kyrie. Like I said, um, him, Kimba, D'Angelo Russell are the same to me and same realm type of ball player. But if KD was there healthy and Kyrie was hurt until 2020, 2021 season, I would definitely pick Nets number two. But since he's not, they just have Kyrie, DeAndre Jordan, Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert. A nice team, very nice team. I'm gonna still pick number four. I think Kyrie at best can be for at least for that team for the Nets this season do his best James Harden impersonation. Probably give you, at best this is maximum like but maximum potential Kyrie Irving ball hawk Kyrie Irving if this does happen. Uh, he might give you 28 a game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, something like that. You know what I'm saying? James Harden averaged 36, 9, and 10. I don't think Kyrie's capable of doing that, of scoring 30 average for a season, but 28 is close enough. Obviously, it's, only 2 points off, but I don't think he's as good as James Harden, and in any facet of in any facet of the game, that's scoring, passing, rebounding. James Harden just bigger, stronger, a better shooter, my opinions. But if Kyrie does do that, 20, 28, 7, 7, like I said, they might can go to third in the East. Past the Celtics, but I mean past the Bucks at most, but they can't reach top two in my opinion. Not without KD. And number five, I'll say the Raptors. And this is like I said, this list is without Kawhi Leonard. So they're good. They're gonna be a good team without him, but the East is not that strong. I could if Kawhi doesn't be there, I could say the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler or Pacers. I like them a lot too. I'm just cautious on the Pacers because Oladipo won't be back till they say maybe January, February. I'm like, oh man. So, and when he come back, he been going for a year and a month, a year and 2 months. So he's gonna be a little rusty, a little out of it a little bit. So I can't really put in the stock in the Pacers this year. I like them a lot though, but not this year. Only because uh, Oladipo won't be back for a while. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go to Raptors with Kawhi. Or not doesn't matter. They're still a good team, a solid team. Marc Gasol there, Serge is still there. Siakam is going to be a star player if Kawhi doesn't stay. Kawhi doesn't stay. Siakam will be the guy. Kyle Lowry is going to be cool still. Um, I like a guy who didn't play last year, but OG Anunoby, I believe is his name. He was hurt last year with a knee injury. He's nice. Him and Siakam 2 years ago when they played the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals and they got swept or semifinals, whatever it was. They were on the same, you know, track to be, like same track to be, nice young players. But Siakam had a crazy outburst this year, and OG Anunoby didn't. He was hurt all year, so um, people kind of forgot about him. But he was on the same track to stardom as Pascal Siakam. But the injuries can have a bad effect on guys, so you never know how he'll come back. But he's a nice young player. He was he like 6'8", 240, solid body. He was working on his shooting stroke. He was a good defender, good rebounder. Not quite a scorer like that, but he's it's like trying to work on his shot a little bit. So um, look for him to be a breakout star for the team next year. They still have uh, Van Vliet. Van Fleet. Um, they'll be a good team. They'll be a good team. I like them a lot. But five, regardless of Kawhi Leonard, is where they'll stand in my opinion. Um, but yeah, that's it for basketball for agency right now. I kind of got one depth that I wanted to, but I'll dig deeper into other signings and stuff like that Saturday. On the football, man, a team that's really impressing me right now. I've been watching some of that mini camp details. Stuff coming out. Whoa, 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 hold on. Let me get it under control. Some of their information from mini camp is coming out. And the Browns, man, the Browns are looking very impressive, and not for what who you think it is. Odell Beckham joining them is cool. I like the move a lot on offense, but their defense, and the guy, this rookie by the name of Greedy Williams, who played at LSU, Louisiana State University, might be DBU, maybe them in Texas might be close, but yeah, Greedy Williams, a rookie who dropped to the second round. For They say he dropped because he didn't want to tackle. I don't give a damn about no damn tackling. If you're a cornerback, he's a shut down defender. That's that irked my nerves. Every time they brought him up in the daggone draft night, oh, he's dropping because he didn't want to tackle. He's not the best tackler at cornerback. He's shy with tackling. He's not really that physical in the running tackling game. I don't care. A lot of DBs don't tackle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why he dropped because of that. He's 6'2", about 195. He's physical. He's a physical corner. He's a fast corner. Even when he get beat sometimes on deep balls, he got recovery speed. He got the length to catch up and the recovery speed. He's fast. He's quick. A shutdown cornerback, man. Fell to the second round, and he was probably top five player in the draft, in my opinion, behind Joey Bosa. I forgot the draft now. Hold on. Joey Bosa. Um, who else was drafted? I don't know. I kind of forgot now. I don't know, but to me, he was top five. I liked him a lot. I watched him a lot. I liked him a lot. So to see him fall from maybe top five pick to second round was ridiculous to me because he didn't want to tackle or he's not the best tackler right now. So what? A lot of cornerbacks don't tackle, but that's neither here nor there. But the Browns got him, and that's the perfect team for that young man, in my opinion. He's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a shutdown corner. And if you didn't realize, the Browns picked a corner last year, also in the first round. Denzel Ward, he made the All Pro team this year. Well, he made the Pro Bowl this past season. So they have a second year Pro Bowl guy and Denzel Ward last year who was shut down in his own right, adding another potential rookie. Um, Maybe not Pro Bowl, but I think he'll play well, very well this season. So two Pro Bowl caliber young guys in their rookie and second season, man, on the outside is going to be dangerous. To complement their offense that should be explosive, Nick Chubb at running back. They're going to get Kareem Hunt back. Kareem Hunt for the first time after 6 games. He served his suspension, who was dominant last year before his incident. Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. Um, what's the big dude at tight end? Njoku. Man, they're gonna be disgusting. They're gonna be ridiculous. And them two guys at the cornerback position on the outside boundary, it's gonna be shut down city, man. I like them a lot. Um, they're very impressive to me. Another team that's been standing out to me too has been the Colts. The Indianapolis Colts might be on a come up this year, guys. Last year they had the best line in the NFL last year. The number one ranked line. Um, about time. Andrew Luck has been getting rocked over his whole entire career with the Colts. So for them to finally give him a top-notch line has been well overdue. Um, they finally give him a few weapons too on offense. Their defense getting a little bit better too. I like them a lot, man. They had Malik Hooker last year from Ohio State. He had an okay first year, but I looked him to improve at safety position. Um, they got a few receivers. Let me pull up their roster real quick. I should have had it queued up already, but sorry, didn't do it. Let's see. Yeah, they signed Justin Houston. Justin Houston, Lord, I can't talk tonight. What the world? Justin Houston, big pickup, big pickup. I like them a lot. I like Justin Houston a lot at their DN outside linebacker type. I believe that coach is now bringing them to a 4-3. They used to be a 3-4 the last few years, running an outside linebacker. This year, I believe they'll be a 4-3, if I'm not mistaken, which will most likely put Houston at a DN position with his hand down in the dirt, which I like a lot. I like that a lot. Yeah, Malik Hooker at safety. Yeah, I like him a lot, man. Leonard, Darius Leonard from LSU. Last year he played with, yeah, he was drafted by he was a rookie last year for the Colts. Led the team in tackling. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. He was their best defensive player last year at linebacker. I expect him to have a good season next year also. Best line in the league right now. They have Spencer Ware, who was Kareem Hunt's backup in Kansas City. He's another Kareem Hunt type, Alvin Kamara type player who can run the ball, catch the ball out the backfield. He's a very good piece to have. They have Marlon Mack coming back. Nakeem Hines from North Carolina State. He's been in the league about 2 3 years now. Played well in his role last year as like the backup. Him and Hines and Mack kind of share the roles. But I think Spencer Ware should get some time in also. But yeah, man, the team might not be title ready this year. Maybe it's gonna be close. They're gonna be a playoff team in my opinion, but title team, I can't give it to them. Not just yet, but they are a good team. I don't know, man. I mean, Jabal Sheard at the end, Justin Houston, Jabal Sheard, Eric Ebron at tight end, who was a Pro Bowl last year. I don't know, man. Receiver, Chris Rogers, Parrish Campbell, the speedster from Ohio State, T.Y. Hilton, Devin Funches from the Carolina Panthers. He's like 6'4", 6'5". Dion Kane from Clemson. Zach Pascal, I think from ODU. Shout out 757. Ah, he got some weapons, man. This could Rock Yassin, cornerback rookie from Rutgers, I believe. This year's draft went first round. Man, they have a team. They Adam Vinatieri Adam Vinatieri is still kicking. Good lord, lord. Yeah, the coach looks solid, man. The coach looking good. I like him a lot. I like them a lot. I don't know if I'll get him top five though in the AFC. You have the Patriots, Kansas City. I believe number one this year should be the Chargers. I really do. I think they're my favorites to leave to go to the title game in the AFC this year. The Chargers, then the Patriots to me, then Kansas City. I like the Jaguars over the Colts still. Um, the fifth spot, I'll give it to the Colts for now, just for now. Cause the Steelers took a step back. Texans, uh, yeah, I'll give it to the Colts right now, the fifth best team in the AFC. But I like them a lot. I like the Browns, Browns too. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, I don't know, but the Browns and the Colts might not be title ready this year, but man, next year a little more maturity, um, a few more pieces. The Colts defense isn't the best yet. They're still missing, I think, a top. They need a top-notch pass rusher. Justin Houston can do it, but he hasn't been the most consistent in the last few years. He's been nicked up with a few injuries, but he has made big plays when he needed to sometimes for the Chiefs. But Jabal Shear at the other DN, he's okay. But if they can get a top-notch DN, a great pass rushing DN, or like a shutdown corner, I like them a lot more. They don't have that. No, Houston can potentially do it if he stays healthy. He's pushing 30, 31. Getting a little up there for pass rushing age. Jabal Sheard, not the best pass rusher out there. He's okay. He's average. Um, they have Marcus Hunt. I think he's D tackle now, like 6'7", 300 some pounds, 280 pounds, 280 pounds, somewhere around there. But I like them a lot though, man. Yeah, I would say Chargers first. To be clear, where I stand, Chargers first, Patriots of no, obviously a very, 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 very close second, very close second. Number three, the Chiefs. Number four. Who's number four the first time? Damn, I forget my list. I'm tripping. Number four, I'll say the Browns, and number five, the Jaguars. So Chargers, Patriots, Chiefs, Browns, and Jaguars. My top five. Colts is a very close six. They'll be it for this podcast. Almost an hour, which is about 5 minutes longer than I wanted to be. I said 45 minutes tops. It's been 50 minutes, but no edits. I'm not editing nothing out. Don't feel like it. It's 2 in the morning now, 1:45. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. But thank you guys for listening. Please continue to support the podcast. Follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, same name for the podcast, Stats Free Sports. My personal account on Instagram, Wreck-It underscore Jarrell, just like Wreck-It Ralph, Wreck-It underscore Jarrell. That's WRECKIT underscore JERRELL. And my personal Facebook account, Jarrell Hicks, JERRELL, last name HICKS. So please continue to support me, continue to listen to the podcast, and thank you for listening. See you Saturday for episode 3.